Hello, Connor and I are over here making this video for you for the house on Nighthawk. The gate was open, so we just came in. So this is the driveway. It's kind of a dirt driveway up to this part right here that is now concrete. So I'm gonna walk down. There's a wash on the left side and on the right side of this driveway, which is why they put concrete here. Very nice. Little landscape section out here with seating. And then same thing over here. It's kind of really nicely landscaped. Little paths and cacti going around the whole property. So this is like a little path that goes over on the side. There's all kinds of little areas outside for walking around. Seating. This is the north side of the house. There is some water damage around this door. It's not terrible, like the paint's peeling a little bit. You can see right there where the paint's peeling, but all in all, it's not bad. The paint on the outside is not terrible. It has really great views from the backyard, side yard. Here, I'll walk you around this way. So this is the path around the side. I know you were interested in seeing the outside, so here we go. And then this fencing goes into the backyard, but it's also just open right here. So I'm gonna take you over here to see the pool equipment, which, you know, doesn't look bad. It's all functional. Could use a little paint, but that's about it. And it's all just open back here, so I'm just gonna walk right in to the backyard. There we go. And the pool has infinity edge. It's really beautiful. The views are amazing. It's really quiet and private. All kinds of wildlife running around out here. You can hear all the birds. The saguaros are pretty and they're all in bloom. Oh, there's a crested saguaro too. Very cool. So then the backyard is really overgrown with just low water use plants and tons of stone, xeriscape everywhere. There's a gas hookup right here on the back patio. So this stucco could probably use a little paint. The ceiling looks good. It's really high ceiling on this back patio. And then there's a see-through fireplace. I just love the way that pool is done with the columns, so pretty. And this is all natural stone on the outside. Talavera, a little bit of talavera and stone everywhere. So I'm gonna walk you around the other side and then we'll go inside. So you can see this is all just natural desert out here. And then up this side here, this is where the furnace is. Hold on, I had it before. I don't know what I did. There we go. It's a Goodman furnace, air handler, and there's the gas water heater. It looks to be in good shape. All right, so we're gonna go to the air conditioner. It's right up in here. Everything's elevated, so it's nice up off the ground. There's your meter. This side of the house looks like it needs a little bit of paint. It's got some sun damage. And the air conditioning wire needs a connection, a better connection right there. That's an easy fix. So we're gonna walk around to the side yard here. This is where the 3-car garage is. And it looks like they have some sort of canopy that comes out as well to make a carport. And then the driveway just drives around this way. We kind of walked most of it, but we're parked in it right now. Oh, and the exterior needs paint over here. So as you could think, like you could imagine the south side of the property, that south and west side that gets beat by the sun all the time, is the side that needs paint. And over here too, the side of the garage has some water damage on the outside. So definitely you'd want like stucco repair and a painter. So the north side looked okay, but south, east, and western side of the property need new paint. You can see the rust is kind of coming down off of these rusted fixtures. It's kind of nice looking, but it also sort of has an Asian design in a sense. In the front patio is flagstone and some overgrown landscaping. And then there's a waterfall right here too. But I think the waterfall doesn't work anymore, and then they just put a plant in there instead of fixing it. So yeah, I guess you could do that. It'd be nice if there was a water feature though. Solid wood door when you first walk in. Here we go. It's nice and cool in here. I love the way these walls were all done with the Venetian plaster throughout the whole house. There is an area here where you can see the plaster has been dug out, and I don't know what caused that, but it's probably a repair that never got finished properly. But the Venetian plaster is designed to look antiquated and aged, which is why it looks kind of aged and antiquated. But that one little spot needs fixing. Maybe you don't like the color, I don't know. But it does really go with the design of the home, I think. So this is the great room when you first walk in. All the doors and everything are solid wood. Nothing was done cheaply. That's for DVDs. This is the entertainment center right here. Back in the day when they used to have little teeny tiny TVs, you know, put that right there. And then a big old fireplace. This is a gas fireplace as well. And then there's carpet in this one little section and some floor plugs. All right, so when you first walk in, what I'm gonna do is just stay to the left, okay? When you first walk in, the kitchen is on the left. They have all the plans from the architect right there in the survey drawings. There's a little breakfast bar, then little writing desk right here. And then a really nice fridge. So that's good that they upgraded and put a nice fridge in. Need some oil. And it has Wi-Fi, the fridge does. Apparently you can connect it to Wi-Fi. So that's where a microwave would go, and they just covered it with a plastic bag. Very decorative. And then inside the cabinets, they have pull-out drawers. The dishwasher is a KitchenAid stainless steel, and they've made it look like the cabinets. Granite countertops. Actually, I think these are quartz. And then dual sink with a pull-out sprayer. Underneath here, they have this big old KitchenAid garbage disposal and a filtration system for drinking. It looks like it was serviced last on 2024. There isn't soft close on these drawers. They do have a little Saguaro right there and a Lazy Susan. Oh, and back in here is the reverse osmosis. So the drinking water is actually pretty good. And then they have a KitchenAid fan and then gas cooktop and a stove or an oven right here. Lots of drawers over here. So it's a nicely designed kitchen, I think, with lots of space and storage. And I like that they've got the pull-out cabinets. Okay. One really nice feature when you come in are these big windows here with the mountains in the background. I like how they made them extra tall so that you can actually see the mountains. It's kind of nice. Then you go to the left, down the hall, to the left. There's a Nest thermostat, a coat closet, and then laundry room. You can see there's a sink with a pull-out sprayer. I'd probably replace that sink myself. Some of the light fixtures are older, like they have halogen light bulbs. That needs the bugs cleaned out. I might change that fixture too if I bought this home, but you can see that it's got some damage right here on the window trim. So you need somebody that's good with Venetian plaster. The inside of this dryer vent needs to be cleaned out. There's a wasp right there. You see it? And then, yeah, there's a drain for the laundry. And this looks fairly decent. Lots of storage cabinets in here as well. So that's nice. Then to the left of the laundry room is the garage. All the sub panel right there. And it's all labeled. That's kind of nice. It's done properly. There's 1, 2, 3 steps and then another step down, just so you know, into the garage. So there's a kind of a coat closet in here and places to hang bikes and whatnot. A little bit of sunshine coming through those windows. Now this is the area here that the exterior had some damage. So you can see on the interior, there's a little bit of damage down there on the bottom where there was probably some water seepage at some point, and then there's a termite tube right there on the wall, some staining from that. I don't know what happened there. It looks like an explosion of some sort. 3-car garage. And yeah, what are these? What kind of lights? Fluorescent light bulbs in here. And then places to organize and hang tools over on the side. So that was the garage. That spider. And then staying to the left, there's little art nooks where you can put art, and it's all got light in it. There's a nice big pantry where the alarm is. And then coming down the hall, there's some steps down. This goes to the primary bedroom. To the right here is a window that goes to like a little sunroom, or what we call an Arizona room. So there's 1, 2, 3 steps down. On the left, there's another place to display art. Remember, on the right is either you call it a catio or an Arizona room, but there's no ventilation or ductwork in there that I can see, so it's just a hot room right now. And then here's the primary bedroom. And again, they put the tall ceiling glass on the south side overlooking the views. And then there's extra light coming up here above the ductwork and bookshelves. So I believe your bed is supposed to go right here on this side. And then that way you can look out the bed and then see the mountain views outside out of your bed when you wake up, which would be really beautiful to wake up to. And then coming down, don't mind my attire here, coming down the hall, there's some cabinetry for storage and a little stone wall. Nice granite countertop, big sinks, and then this mirror that goes across the full length of the room. The Venetian plaster continues throughout the house, just so you know. And then there's a elevated tub with the jets in it, and then going into the shower here. It's all natural stone, like travertine. It's really nice. You see there's like seating in the shower. So I'm gonna come back around. And then on the left is the WC with a bookshelf as well, in case you plan on spending some time in there. And the closet, walk-in closet. And there's even like a little tie rack, but this is very 1980s style. So that's another thing, that if you had the money, you might want to go for like an upgraded, not that this isn't functional, it's totally functional, but maybe an upgraded closet, a way to organize your closet. Because that's the only thing that looks like super kind of outdated. So we're gonna turn around and go back up the stairs, go back out. So now back out to the great room. And then that was the front door on the right-hand side. We come in and we're gonna make a right now. So there's seating right here by the Was waterfall or water feature. And you could sit there and watch that. And then we're gonna make a couple of steps up. 1, 2, 3. There's another place to display the art. Going to the left, there's a second zoned thermostat. And so that's zoned for this whole home. And then this room is interesting. They have the same color Venetian plaster on the ceilings and the walls on this side, but then on this wall, they did like a sea green. So it's hard to tell. There, thank you. But you can see it's like a sea green color. Now it does have some areas that that have cracking. And then you can see there's some effluent, I think it's called efflorescence, coming through the wall, where there was some like water coming through there at some point. So that part could be fixed, but it's not too bad. I would definitely get rid of all the carpet in here too. It's another thing. So the bedrooms all have carpet. I like that it has little built-ins. It's kind of nice feature. And then I would change probably these light fixtures if it were me. Again, the closets are just kind of like cheap closet racks. And then there's this odd space here that we couldn't really figure out what it does, but it's just a big opening that you can put stuff in. Kind of small, hard to get in, but it's not wide, but it's large enough to put things in. I can't imagine what, but that is there, just so you know. And then there's no door to the closet. Okay, so then coming back around, we're gonna go to the left, and this is the shared bathroom. And also the sinks have under cabinet lighting, and they're up off the ground, which I think is a nice feature. And then there's also drawers. So coming through, there's a pull door right here if you want privacy and just have one bathroom, like a half bath, and then the other bathroom here has the shower and another toilet. So it's kind of like a full and a half bath connected on this space. And then again, there's travertine in the shower, and that was done really nicely. The showers and tubs are all clean and look good. This one has nice views out the window. And then, there we go. So now I'm gonna come through here. There's another pull door, and then this is the second bedroom on this side. This bedroom's a little bit larger, and has just, instead of a walk-in closet, just a regular closet with double doors. Here's the inside of that door that we showed you initially on the outside that had some damage, and this door needs some work, probably to be replaced. There's water damage down below there. So we'd have to have a contractor look at that. But all in all, this house needs less work than I actually thought it was gonna need. So that's kind of nice, but I wonder if you think the same thing. All right, well, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to either Connor or myself, and we'd be happy to answer them for you. And hopefully, you know, if you like it, it'll come back on the market, or we can make a backup offer for you. All right, have a good night. Bye.